Mamma mia, delicioso, fantastico. Oh, wanna know this? Check out the video. How to make a delicious pineapple cake. In South Sumatra, to be exact, Prabumulih city, there's a girl named Dinda. One day, his mother wanted to eat pineapple layer cake and asked her to make one. Pineapple layer cake, as the name implies, each layer is smeared with pineapple jam. Dinda immediately prepared the tools and materials to make it. After that, she started making pineapple cake step by step. But suddenly, in the middle of the way, Dinda forgot what next step to take. So, she called his mother again to ask what to do next. Her mom said she will be home soon. 20 minutes later, her mom had arrived home. Dinda's mother started making cakes and taught Dinda from the first step. First, mix eggs, sugar, S.P., and vanilla at high speed until thick and creamy. Second, reduce mixer speed, add flour and milk powder. Then, add melted margarine and turn off the mixer. Stir gently with a spatula so that the margarine is well blended. Third, put it in a baking dish that has been smeared with margarine and sprinkle with a little flour. Then, shake the dough to release the air. Bake at 140 degrees Celsius for 35 until 40 minutes. Last, after the cake is cooked, return the dough. Wait for it to cool. Cut into 3 cakes and spread one side with pineapple jam. Arrange the cake and smear again with pineapple jam and arrange the cake up to 3 layers and serve it. Then, Dinda and her mom ate together. And also the taste of pineapple cake is delicious. Her mother said, the step to make it so easy, isn't it? Next time, you just search on Google so that you can learn and explore your cooking skill. Dinda replied, okay mom.
I got so much motherfucking design on right now.
Bring it down, bring it back, make it clap. I got 3 old thoughts to the wall. Wear that thing, bitches on my line, and you know.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya M.Si dan saya dari grup B, dan di sini saya akan menceritakan sebuah cerita yang berjudul Germanos Pineapple Jam Recipe.
Prabumulih is a city which is famous for its sweet pineapple. One of these food products is pineapple jam. As we know, pineapple jam is one of Prabumulih's special food products, which can be further processed into pineapple cakes, nastar cakes, and various kind of drinks. And 5 years ago, my grandmother was pineapple jam maker who was very famous for her delicious pineapple jam. Every day, I always help my grandmother to make her pineapple jam, because there are so many customers who came from all walks of life. Until one day, my grandmother fell ill, so the shop was closed because no one could come except my grandmother. Many customers were sad because my grandmother's pineapple jam was very influential in the food market in Prabumulih city. And if grandma's pineapple jam closed, it will make the food trade economy in Prabumulih city decline. So, I decided to learn how to make pineapple jam made by my grandmother to preserve her pineapple jam recipe. I keep studying grandmother's pineapple jam recipe for months until I finally managed to make pineapple jam made by my grandmother. It turns out that making grandmother's pineapple jam isn't difficult. I just need to use easy ingredients and steps. So, the steps are as follows. Prepare the ingredients: 1 pineapple, 1 glass of water, 2 cups granulated sugar. Second, how to make it as follows. Finally, I managed to make pineapple jam. Now, I continue to my grandmother's pineapple jam shop. The customers are very happy and the food trading economy in the city of Prabumulih increases. Prabumulih's pineapple jam become a legacy that will be passed on to the next generation. This Prabumulih's pineapple jam recipe will continue to be preserved and become a special food product that is loved by the people of Prabumulih and throughout Indonesia. Wow! From the story above, Grandma's pineapple jam is very tasty and easy. Isn't it to make pineapple jam? So, do you want to try making it?
Terima kasih karena telah menonton dan kita akan bertemu lagi di video selanjutnya. Terima kasih dan wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kami, bangsa Indonesia, dengan ini menyatakan kemerdekaan Indonesia.
The Independent Revolution in 1945 to 1949 was one of the most important periods in the course of Indonesian history. Although the proclamation was carried out solemnly, it did not make colonizer give up to seize power in Indonesia. The Blitzkrieg of the Dutch shoulder on July 21, 1947, or better known as Dutch Military Aggression I, became the main background cause of the counterattack that occurred. The wealth of natural resources found in Prabumulih city, namely abundant oil and gas mining, was also a factor caused the Dutch tried to control the Prabumulih area. On exactly 3 p.m., the Dutch troops moved southward, precisely towards the city of Prabumulih. The gunshot sounded so loud that it was dividing, sending people running around frantically. Thousands of people in the area were as chaotic as the forts, later scattered without direction.
Damn it, our nation is free. It's useless to fight our fate now. We must quickly reclaim our fiefdom, freedom of death. Those Nika dogs must die.
Right, we have to go and counterattack the invaders. We are ready to defend our souls.
Don't be careless, the general hasn't given order yet. Generals, how do we play now?
Of course, we must fight and rise for the motherland. We will counterattack at night. Trust with God's permission. We will achieve victory. Prepare your mentality. No one can stop this attack. Freedom or death. It is better to be completely destroyed than not to be free.
Get ready. We will invade using pointed bamboo.
The capital of faith and the desire for independence made the fighter ready to sacrifice their life. The sacred weapon that witnessed the struggle at night flew and grabbed the body of the Dutch company. The spirit of the flame resistance is burning more and more, burning in every mind of the fighters.
The Dutch company, with long-barreled firearms in their hands, trembled when stabbed in the back by national fighters with pointed bamboo blades who were killed.
based on the history that has occurred in Prabumulih city, finally built the Tugu Serangan Balas monument, which has become a historical site to this day. Relief contained on the monument depicting the attack of the 2nd Battalion Garuda Merah and Prabumulih city fighters who participated in Expel the invaders led by Major S.Pd. Now, as the young generation of Prabumulih city, we must be able to preserve and know more about historical sites in our area. The young generation of patriotism can be formed with character education, one of which is to introduce Prabumulih city as a city of struggle in South Sumatra province.
Let me introduce myself first. My name is Putri and I'm from A class. Enjoy my video, guys! Me and my family ate in my house in the city of Prabumulih, a city synonymous with pineapples. At that time, Indonesia was still colonized by the Dutch. Exactly at 6 in the morning, July 21, 1947, the Dutch troops carried out an attack using B-25 bombers, Mustangs, howitzers, 8-inch mortars, panzers, and members of the infantry troops who kept moving to destroy the defenses of our TNE. Is that a sound of colonial bombs? Yes, dear, let's hide. Son, let's you join to fight for our city. I'm ready, Dad. My mom and I were hiding under the table at the time while my father and my brother went out to defend our beloved city. Then, the Prabumulih troops held a meeting and protest an agreement to carry out a counter-attack on the city of Prabumulih. Running footsteps. This attack is divided into two groups. First group will go to the battlefield and the other group will attack the ground transportation office area. This attack has created an atmosphere of panic, and at exactly 6 on August 1, 1947, it was decided to go to war. The sound of spears stabbing Dutch soldiers. The attack was carried out successfully. Daddy, watch out! The sound of a gun being fired at the father's head. Everyone was shocked and ran towards my father. Next day, my brother and Captain Wahab back to home. Oh my God, are you okay? Where's my father? Then Captain Wahab said, Your father has become a hero. In his last breath, he said, Love this city and preserve this city. Don't be a human being who is easily incited and divided. Take care of yourself. Then, my mother and me crying hysterically. Finally, Prabumulih was free from the colonialism. Even though our father died in this war, my family and Prabumulih troops built the historical monument named Tugu Serangan Balas.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatia Azahra and I would like to tell you a folk song story, Agree in one word. Agree in one word. It's 9 in the morning and my art teacher explained the class about culture folk songs. Folk song is traditionally sung or made by the people of a region. Can one of you tell me the folk song in Prabumulih? Surprisingly, my teacher chose me to answer her question. Hey new students, can you tell us one of the folk song here? I remained silent. I barely know anything from here. When the class are over, I packed my things to leave. and my teacher called. "So you're new here?" I nod. "How come?" she asked again. "Family matters, miss," I reply. Then she gave me this assignment to search on about folk song in Prabumulih and explain my work to the class on the next meeting. Few days later, I continuously searching about folk song in Prabumulih, but it doesn't work out. There is no books contained about the meaning of the song that I wanted. I also asked a few people around about the folk song here. There are a few that I got. It's called Seinggok Sepemunyian, Nanas Prabumulih, and Bujang Gadis Prabumulih. As I sat in the library and stressing about the meaning of Seinggok Sepemunyian, someone tapped my shoulder. "What's wrong with you? Are you okay? It looks like something horrible has happened to you," she concerned. She's my chairmate in class. "No, do I look like I'm okay to you? It's just this assignment that I'm working on. I should turn it tomorrow, but I haven't found anything yet," I sighed. "Well, that's okay. I come to rescue." Then I explained everything that I've got. "I got you, girl. So as I know, Seinggok Sepemunyian means agree in one word. That the Prabumulih citizens who are harmonious, have one goal, and are compact, get along, and are in line." I wrote that down as she continued telling me about the meaning of it. The day has arrived. I was well prepared for this. I tell the class about the song and the meaning of it itself. As I finished, I looked over and saw my teacher smiling at me. I proudly sat back to my seat and she continued to teach. "Great job," my friend whispered. "Glad you came to rescue yesterday," I giggled. The moral of the story is that learning folk songs is not only to learn the regional language, but also to add insight to a story behind the song or the story of the region.
Rudy Andika, a 23-year-old man. He is a journalist who often writes about various tourist attractions in Indonesia. This time, the target city that he will review the tourist attractions is Prabumulih City, one of the cities in South Sumatra. To complete his job, he made an appointment with a tour guide commonly known as Grandpa Sugeng, an experienced tour guide with a myriad of stories. A week later, Rudy arrived in Prabumulih City. When he arrived, he went straight to Grandpa Sugeng's residence. "Assalamualaikum, Grandpa," greeted Rudy. "Waalaikumsalam, Rudy. Come on in. Sit down first," replied Grandpa Sugeng kindly. They talked a bit about their day. "Grandpa, later we will go to Serang Balas, right? I want to do a little interview with you about the man," said Rudy. "Yes, Rudy, you can. We'll be there at 3 p.m., replied Grandpa Sugeng. Arriving there, he immediately sat at the available post and photographed several spots to be used as material for his article. At night, after the Maghrib prayer, while walking back to Serang Balas, they talked a little. Arriving there, they were very surprised to see a group of street children gathered there with various illicit goods. Various alcohol was there, as well as cigarettes and other items. "Hey you guys, oh my goodness!" shouted Grandpa Sugeng as he approached them. "What are you doing? How dare you come here while behaving badly? Stay here. Rudy, call the security now." Grandpa Sugeng started scolding them. Rudy immediately ran out and called the security guard that they passed by. After the security guard came, the street kids were immediately secured by the security guard. The reel for the article was obtained. Now that Rudy was back in Jakarta, he was ready to write about his experiences and stories from Grandpa Sugeng. Unexpectedly, the article he wrote became famous. One of the quotes in his article became the public spotlight. The quote is a mandate from Grandpa Sugeng, which reads, "This monument that is now in front of our eyes is a form of our appreciation for the sacrifice of our heroes. It is unfortunate that many children today do not appreciate our monument. Their attitude seems ungrateful for the freedom given by our heroes. I only advise you. Show the world that the struggle of heroes must be paid in full, namely by protecting the country and its heritage. At least appreciate this form of appreciation for them."
July 10, 1947, the news that the Dutch were again attacking Indonesian territory, which had many results. The Dutch had already attacked Surabaya, Aceh, and were heading towards Sumatra. Mate Colonel Bambang Utoyo, we heard the news, gathering Yawata to discuss a strategy for attacking the Dutch. He gathered Yacht at Cempaka Building, Prabumulih.
"I have to go, Tini. The Dutch are attacking again. Don't go out and take care of yourself, Tini."
Right on July 12, 1947, the attack began with a total of 150 troops walking towards the Bengkulu area, where the first area the Dutch wanted to take over. And at 11 o'clock, the troops launched an action against the Dutch were resting. The sharp bamboo troops began to attack the Dutch. The first war has been won by us, but it didn't end there. The next day, it turned out that the Dutch were attacking again. The mayor divided the warriors into several attack sectors. With extraordinary prepare and a burning fighter spirit, the fighters departed according to the command of the leader. On August 1, 1947, at 0:45, there was a fierce battle that caused the Dutch troops to be pushed back. All troops from several sectors decided to do battle with Dutch, which also coincided with the Eid al-Fitr holiday. And right on August 1, 1947, at 6:15, the Dutch were successfully paralyzed, and the city of Prabumulih was reoccupied.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name Muhammad Rizky Duran Sabtra. I'm from Group B. I'm going to tell you about the period of Dutch or Indische Partij. Check this out.
The Dutch colonized Indonesia for 126 years from 1816 until 1942. The Japanese used the Dutch naval warships were the Dutch first colonized western Indonesia, namely the Sumatra region such as Palembang and Prabumulih. The Dutch attacked the Indonesian nation by enslaving Indonesian citizens to war without pay. Dutch power deepened and penetrated almost all areas of life, both in political, social, economic, and cultural education, government, and religion that shape the condition of society, and government is getting worse. The Prabumulih people did that. Okay, sir. Hurry, you must hurry. Do this now. I want tonight to be over. Sorry, sir. We cannot afford it tonight. If you cannot do it, I will give you punishment. Okay, sir. I do it now. After the Dutch government, the Prabumulih people education that developed in Prabumulih used an Islamic religious organizing system. The Islamic schooling system used the pesantren system. Indonesia was independent from Dutch colonial for 1026 years, so that in all areas of life, be it political, social, economic, social, cultural.
Thank you for attention. See you next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hasaylah, hasaylah, nanas manis, nanas Prabumulih, manis nian hasanya. Oh, hello everyone, my name is Adelia. I'm from 10.6 or class B. Today I want to tell you a story entitled Why Do We Need to Listen to Folk Song? Are you curious? So, check it out! A few years ago, when I was 9 years old, I was given an assignment from my art teacher to sing folk songs. As a child who has the hobby of singing, of course I am very happy with the assignment from my art teacher. We had singing twice. I looked for folk songs that were easy to memorize, and I found the song Nanas Prabumulih. With my lightning fast memorizing technique, in just 5 minutes, I had it memorized. Mom, I already know the song, I said proudly. My friend looked surprised. Hearing what I said, my teacher immediately told me come forward and sing the song. I stepped forward and started singing the Nanas Prabumulih song. Oi kanca-kancaku, singgahlah dulu ke rumahku. Endong bapangku, ampai bale dayuma. Bawa nanas bungara, nanas Prabumulih. I started singing my song until it was over. The teacher and my friends simultaneously clapped their hands to show appreciation for my singing. My teacher instructed me to stay standing there, and she said, Don't go yet. I want to ask if you guys know the meaning of error. No, ma'am. No? Really? Okay. My teacher explained to me like, Nanas Prabumulih song tells about how sweet and delicious pineapple comes from Prabumulih. As we know that Prabumulih is called the city of pineapple. So don't be surprised if one of Prabumulih pineapples in this situation. It will be better for us to learn the local language so that we can better understand what is meant in the songs we sing. And so that things like this don't happen again. Do you understand? We all nodded our heads. Okay, thank you. Please sit down. I sat back in my chair, and since then I have understood that each song has its own meaning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Karya from 1054 and from Negeri. I want to tell a story called Why Should We Know About a Folk Song? Folk song is a song originating among the people of a country or area, passed by oral tradition from one single or generation to the next, often existing in several versions on marked generally by simple modal melody and stanza narrative verse.
For example, from one of the Prabumulih folk songs, namely Bujang Gadis Prabumulih. With these folk songs, makes it easier for people to learn the language and culture of the area. However, nowadays people are less interested in their own regional songs and prefer to listen to songs from other regions, such as K-pop or Western, so that many do not know the language and culture of their own area. Amara, what folk song should our class sing for the inter-class competition next week? I don't know a lot of folk songs, Laya. Can we just sing one of Taylor Swift's songs? We have to sing folk song so we can also learn about our area. Amara, what if we sing Bujang Gadis Prabumulih? This is one of our folk songs. Oh, I agree. Let's learn the songs. So, that school always encourage their students to listen to folk songs and learn about the culture in the area. With the direction, the school hopes that its students can recognize more deeply about their own language and culture.
In the end, with folk songs, students can preserve their local language and learn culture with the meaning implied in the song. That's all the story for me. See you!
Culture. What is culture? Culture can be defined in so many ways. But in a nutshell, it is about ways of life that are passed down from one generation to another. And the stories that I want to tell you has its own correlations with culture. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. The boy lived in a sprawling suburb with his parents. He was born in the age where he was fortunate enough to bathe under the radiant lights of the sun, and unfortunate enough to be cursed by the rapid progress of mankind. Life was hard, both for the boys and his parents. Because the parents needed to work, the boy had no other choice besides stay alone at home. In order to overcome the boredom, the boy made a plan to make a pineapple jam for his parents. Once they have returned, of course, the boy begins to make his way by reading every book that he can find in his house that contain the sacred informations on how to make pineapple jam. After collecting the reference that he will later use, the boy made his second move by gathering the ingredients to make pineapple jam. But then the boy thought, it feels kinda awkward if he presented his parents only with pineapple jam. It's like making a pizza without a topping or a burger without any buns. So the boy decided to make bread in addition to his pineapple jam. Luckily for the boy, the town he lives in is the main producer of pineapple. Therefore, the boy doesn't have to worry about the ingredients. After using the reference that he had gathered as a guide, the boy finally made his first ever pineapple jam.
For the bread, he uses any flour and yeast left over in his house. And then by mixing those two with salt and water, the boy finally made a dough. By putting it in the oven, the dough will slowly turn into bread. Now the only thing the boy had to do is using the jam on the bread and waiting for his parents to get home. After the boy's parents arrived, the boy greeted them with the warmest welcome and presented them with the food that he had made. What is this, son? It's a little something that I made for you two. You're lucky none of us had eaten anything yet since breakfast. Not bad, son. Not bad.
I'm from Class B. In this video, I would like to tell you about my storytelling with the title Tupai Begelut. Have a nice listen, check it out. One evening, a beautiful girl named Majidah was sitting in front of her house. Her eyes were fixed unblinkingly on two squirrels. This pair of squirrels are playing and sometimes scratching each other with their hands.
Oh, what two adorable squirrels,
said Majidah. Instantly, it occurred to Majidah's heart.
If I did marriage, then I would create a squirrel dance.
Sometimes later, Majidah was proposed to by Beduroni. For the marriage, Majidah had already created the Tupai Begelut dance. Then on the day of wedding day, Majidah was performed her dance creation in front of her family and invited guests. Everyone who saw the dance was mesmerized by its beautiful movements and cheered Majidah.
Wow! What a charming dance, Majidah!
Shouted the audience.
Majidah, you are always good at impressing people,
said her father, who was proud of Majidah.
I am very happy if my family and everyone here is entertained by my dance,
replied Majidah. After which, many people congratulated Majidah on her marriage. A few years later, they were blessed with a daughter named Mena. Majidah began teaching her dance to her daughter, followed by other village girls. After about a year, Mena was already good at dancing, while others could not dance this Tupai Begelut dance properly and perfectly. So that every time there is an event, Mena always performed to dance. But over time, the dance was eventually danced by several other village girls, by requiring strong training and patience. In addition, this dance is also passed down by Mena to her descendants and continues to be passed down from generation to generation. Tari Tupai Begelut, Tari Pincang Orong Lebak Lekar, and Tari Sambilan Bidadari form the combination of three dances, parts of movements of each dance, and then made into a new dance, namely Tari Seinggok Sepemunyian. And this dance is active until today. But unfortunately, many people don't know about this traditional dance. In this day and age, most of people prefer modern dance over traditional dance. Therefore, we should maintain preserve our beautiful culture by learning and teaching traditional dances. Thank you.
After school, there was two students in library. They are Budi and Bobby. They are in serious situation right now. Why? Cause their teacher, Miss Ratna, gave them a task of dancing a traditional dance.
Budi, do you know how to dance? Especially a traditional dance.
How suppose I know? I didn't know how to dance, and I didn't know what is traditional dance or something like that.
What should we do? We must do a task from Miss Ratna. The task is, dance a traditional dance. I didn't know how to dance too. Budi, what are you doing?
For a moment, Budi searched a book to find about information about traditional dance. Then, lucky or not, Budi found one traditional dance. The name is Seinggok Sepemunyian dance.
Aha! Finally, I found it.
What? Do you find something?
Look, the book says that this dance was danced by 9 people in a group, and it had objective like welcoming people on an event, and accompanied by a traditional instrument like gamelan and etc. And there's some information too, maybe. The book says that this traditional dance didn't stay forever in service.
Wait, what? What do you mean? The traditional dance is like the main culture in Indonesian, right? But why the traditional dance vanishing from the surface? I didn't know like that.
I do not too, but maybe. Many dance from other cultures, like modern dance now, get into Indonesian, including our city, Prabumulih. So, people didn't often to do the traditional dance, including Seinggok Sepemunyian dance.
So, we have to preserve the dance, huh?
Yeah, we must preserve traditional dance in Indonesia, including our area Prabumulih.
Finally, Budi and Bobby chose Seinggok Sepemunyian dance to do their dance from Mrs. Ratna, and they are practicing dance with their friends.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to my video. In this video, I will tell the story behind Prabumulih's name. Before continuing, let me introduce first.
Hello everyone, my name is Dian Saputra, class 10.6 from KLS Group B. Curious about the story? Keep watching this video until it runs out. Let's go!
At a time approximately 250 years ago, Penanggung Hamlet was still called Lubuk Bernai, which was led by a Karya named Keribudin, and the head of Menyan was Puyang Dayat Duriat Puyang Tegeri, assisted by Minggun Resek Jami, finding an elevated land place. This place seems suitable for a village. Does everyone agree? I agree. Yes, agreed. Alright then. Then it was decided by the four of them to establish a village accompanied by their descendants facing the land that Penanggung with the names Kebur Bungin, Anggun Dilaman, Kumpai Ulu, and Karan Lintang. With their agreement, this hamlet with 4 villages called Prabumulih adheres to the customary rules of Simbur Cahaya. During the Dutch rule, the Dutch held a meeting to change the name of the place because it was difficult to set the name. The results of the meeting were determined, so the name Prabumulih changed to Prabumulih. After the Dutch government, the Japanese government came in. The Japanese also had a little difficulty in naming the city of Prabumulih. Then they held a meeting to change the name of the city. The result was that the name of the city changed again to Prabumulih. As the spelling was corrected in 1972, the name of the city Prabumulih changed to Prabumulih. How about my story this time? Isn't it exciting? Thanks for watching. Bye bye.